The gentleman very calmly just explained kind of what almost just happened. I'm going to be a little bit less calm about it. And let me preface it by saying I'm not trying to grandstand or anything. I'm just shocked by what has transpired. And I'm extremely upset by the amount of disrespect shown to this body. Everyone in this room, not Republican or Democrat, everyone in this room, the amount of disrespect that came from the Department of Revenue for everyone in this room. We were hours away yesterday from passing a bill that had a $60 million swing to it. Took it from about a $15 million positive all the way to a $45 million negative that would have gone into effect immediately. A $45 million hit on our budget. For everybody on Budget Committee, that is a double slap in the face. Where would that money have come from? That would have came from education, right? All that work that we did, all the bipartisan work that we did to come up with a responsible budget this year, and that was going to happen. I'm not talking about disrespect for the fact that they were wrong. Sometimes you make mistakes. Heck, they made a mistake a few years ago that cost us probably a couple $100 million. The fact is they knew about this and they sat on it. They sat on this information. They did not make this information known to anyone in this body. Anyone. We were hours away from passing this bill, and then they were called out on it by people who caught it. They did not let anyone know. They were going to let that pass. A $60 million swing in a bill. They were going to let that be TAFP'd. That, at best, is gross negligence. That is disrespectful. It's unethical. I think when you're talking about where this money would have came from, that it's immoral. I think people should lose their job. I think people should lose their job over this. That is serious, folks. Again, I'm not grandstanding. I don't know. I mean, I hope I'm speaking to the people up there. I hope this becomes a story. This would be a scandal in any other year where we didn't have scandals unfolding every day. This is awful, people. This is awful. This is a $60 million swing in a bill that they were not going to tell us about, that they knew about, that we were just going to have to eat. People on both sides of the aisle look to fiscal notes for guidance on how to vote. We expect the information in there to be correct, and when it's not correct, we expect for that information to come to us as a body, to make sure that we're aware that when a mistake has been made, that we are aware of it. Not just a few who hide it, purposely hide it from us. I'm concerned some with the amendment as it is. I think 4.2 is probably close to where we need to be to make it revenue neutral. But I'm going to support the amendment because if we don't, what are we going to do? We're going to TAFP a bill that is in bad shape? Listen, I can't express. I'm not grandstanding, folks. I don't do that type of stuff. I am irate by the actions of the Department of Revenue. I am irate. I think it's an absolute shame. And everybody on both sides of the aisle, Republicans, Democrats, should be irate at what just happened. I am not exaggerating. This is the truth. This was hidden from us as a body. We were all disrespected as a body. And that cannot be allowed to happen. Unelected bureaucrats cannot be allowed to influence legislation that much. It is unacceptable. People should lose their job. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Further discussion on